Hey y'all, it's about 5 o'clock, and I've been thinking all day about making fried chicken. I'm thinking, I don't want to make fried chicken. And so I've got this whole chicken that I need to cook, and I thought, well, I'll use half of it in the air fryer, and then the other half I'll use it tomorrow to make fried chicken. I mean, I used to make fried chicken every week for 25 years. You know, my husband loved fried chicken. He liked it crispy. So, every week we'd have fried chicken. And I just feel like I have forgotten how to fix fried chicken. I know I can do it, but it just seems like an impossible thing. And then I look back and think I cook that every week, So I'm just going to start off slow and use half of it in the uh, air fryer. So I'm going to cut the chicken in half and kind of get started on that. Um, Little girl's down here at my feet. So if y'all hear me yelp out, it's because she's nipping at my ankles. Okay, I'm going to cut the bag off of this chicken just using a pair of scissors. And I always like cutting my chicken in the sink because I could clean it out better. Okay, I got chicken livers, hearts, and gizzard here. And I will save that for tomorrow. Let me put it in this cup. It's clean. All right. Let me get my knife here. I like to start with the breast. Cut down the center. And I did sharpen my knife before I got started. So I'm hoping it'll be sharp enough. Okay. Yeah. There we go. I've cut down the center of the chicken breast. Now all I have to do is cut straight through the back and the thighs and everything. I'll cut down the side of the backbone. Okay, there I have half of the chicken. Pick off these little pieces here. Alright, now I'm going to rinse it a little. They tell you don't rinse your chicken because you're getting chicken juice everywhere. But I can tell you this sink will be seeing a lot of bleach when I'm finished here. It's just messy. When I was first married, I cut up all my chickens. I bought a whole chicken and cut it up every time. It wasn't as popular to have. Okay, I'm going to cut off this leg, I'll say one leg. Got a leg there. Okay. But it was, you just bought a whole chicken and you cut it up. That's how you did it. And now you can get any chicken any way you want. You don't even have to buy a whole chicken. Okay, I'm going to cut off this thigh. There's a little bit of bone right there. Just cracked it in half and cut that off. cut off that little tail piece. Alright, gonna clean that out from under the bottom. I think somebody one time said those were the kidneys. Put that in there. Alright, got a piece of the back here. That'll make some good, part of the neck. That would make some good chicken broth. Okay, now I'm gonna cut this chicken wing off, and when I cut it off, I'm gonna take some of the chicken breast with it. I remember Julia Child was showing how you could take some of the breast with the wing, so that the person who got the wing got a nice portion of chicken. Let's see here. I feel so like a fish out of water. I can't believe I did this every week, and now I'm going up. Okay, let me get it off of there. Okay, looks a little butchered, but you know, you get that little extra piece of meat there. Now, some people cut these little wing tips off and use them in broth or whatever, and I know people that want to eat them, but since it's just me, I'm going to cut the little tip off. And then I don't cut the wing pieces separate, but I do cut into that skin right there, so that when you put them in the pan to cook, they're not spread out. You have a little more control of them. Okay, put that in there. Alright, now the breast on these chicken breasts, these chickens today, I've weighed them out before, and they've weighed as much as 11 ounces, 12 ounces. And that is so big. I call them eagle breast because they're so large. So I'm going to cut this breast in half, because that's just, I'm sure there are people that can eat a whole 11 ounces, 12 ounces of chicken breast, but that's just, that serving size is too big. So I cut the chicken breast in half. Okay, put that in there. I'll deal with that in a minute. And get rid of all this stuff that's in the sink. Yeah, I used to cook fried chicken dinner every week, and about twice a month we'd have a catfish dinner, cooking catfish, french fries, hush puppies, plus whatever sides, you know, potato salad or coleslaw or whatever. And those dinners take a long time to cook. Alright, I'm going to get some, make me a sink of soapy bleach water and clean up before I go any farther down the road. Yeah, I couldn't see myself eating a whole chicken. Used to I could, but I can't eat too much chicken these days. It really upsets my stomach if I eat too much of it. I I could eat chicken every day, but oh, it just doesn't love me anymore. So like all this, I've got my scissors and my knife in this water, this bleach water here. Clean up around here. And you know, you have to be careful with chicken, you know, salmonella and cross contamination, and you know, when you take your plate of chicken out to your grill, you put it on there, then you go back out there, make sure your whatever you're collecting your chicken with is all nice and clean and doesn't have any raw chicken juice on it. And I think most cooks know that, or cooks that have been cooking for a lot of years, they know that. But just as a reminder to be careful about doing that. What do you want, little girl? Okay. All right, now I can season up this half a chicken. Let me see. I'll already be right back. Okay, I just collected some spices, so I'll start by, what is that? A piece of hair of some kind. And sprinkle it with a little salt. Hungarian style half sharp paprika. You know, you can just put salt and pepper on there if that's what you like. You don't have to put all this other stuff on there. But I like all this other stuff. Okay, some black pepper. Some tarragon. Okay, sage. A little poultry seasoning. Yeah, once I get through with it, it's not going to taste like chicken. It's going to have so much stuff on it. Okay, some white pepper. Some parsley. Okay, let me go get some olive oil. Okay, now let me just rub all this in and around. Get it in that crack, that breast there. Okay. Wash my hands. I think I've got some whole garlic that I can put on this. Let me rinse this off, because I'm going to put this on air fry rather than bake. So I will leave. I'm not going to put any oil in the bottom of this. I'm going to let the drippings drip down. And let me get the garlic. Okay, I got some whole garlic here. Let's see if it's open. Yes, it's open. Let me pull out this whole bulb, put right there in the center, and I'm going to put this chicken right on top of that. Let's see here. Just like that. Okay, I'm going to put this in the air fryer. It'll probably be like 350 for 45 minutes. Okay, I put that in the air fryer on 350 for 45 minutes. We'll just see how it does. Let me clean up this pan here. And just so you know, I do it. I wash my dishes before I put them in my dishwasher. I just think I don't want all that food stuff getting all down in the dishwasher. So I rinse it off. They say these new dishwashers will clean all that stuff off, but I'd rather wash the dishes and then put them in my dishwasher so they can sanitize. Alright, now next I have this chicken that I'm going to fry tomorrow. So what am I going to do with it? I am going to soak it in buttermilk, hot sauce, and an egg. Let me go get that stuff. Okay, I'm going to have some yellow squash, summer squash, with onion, and I'm going to kind of smear some butter on the bottom of my pan, and I'm going to cook it on the stove top. It's really good cooked, you know, in the oven. Put a top on it and have just not much water in it, and just let it roast in the oven with a top with some onion. That's really good. But I'm not in the mood for that. I just want some old-fashioned way I used to cook it, you know. I think when I was making this video, I think I cut some parts out. I'm not sure. I'll see after I get finished. But I did wash up everything real good with some bleach water. And I will be putting all my dishes in the dishwasher. I mean, I clean them as I go, but then I put them in the dishwasher so that they get sanitized. Okay. And I'm using a whole onion. And I'm going to make the pieces kind of big. wash these squash. When my sister and I went to the orchard the other day to get peaches, they have other things there. That's where I got this squash. They had some nice tomatoes. So I picked up a little bit of that. So I'm going to cut this into maybe 1/2-inch slices. Cut the ends off. I remember one year my mother and daddy, they had a garden, and well, they had a garden for a lot of years. But daddy kept bringing the squash in, and it was just a lot of squash. And she was standing at this very counter processing all those vegetables, and daddy came in with more vegetables. And it was the first time I'd ever heard my mother cuss. She said, "Damn these vegetables." Because there was no air conditioning in the house. It was in the middle of summertime, and she was just so exasperated. And I said, "Mama, you having a hard time?" She said, "I'm tired of these vegetables." But the squash, she found a recipe for squash that year that she liked. It was yellow squash with onions, and you put garden tomatoes in there, and then you top it with Swiss cheese and let that, let it cook in the oven. I don't know, it's probably about 350 until everything was tender. And then she put Swiss cheese on top of it. That was really good. You get inventive when you end up with a lot of stuff from your garden, And I found a recipe in the Southern Living annual cookbooks a long time ago for squash puffs. It's like making cornbread, but you add any leftover squash that you have and make these, well, not like hush puppies, but similar. You just get a ball of dough. It's kind of a loose dough, and you put it in and deep fry it. Oh, that was good too. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I got these 2 sweet potatoes that I cooked 3 or 4 days ago. I forget now. And I don't normally cook my sweet potatoes in foil, but I did that day for some reason. I forget why. But okay, get all that off. I hear my squash coming up to heat, so I need to go over there and turn that down. That's one of my favorite things from the garden is fresh squash. Fresh squash and butter beans. When you get them right out of your garden, they don't taste anything like buying frozen, or it's just a special kind of taste they have. Okay. Okay, I put a top on that squash, and let me collect these liver, neck, and gizzard. Put that in the refrigerator. Okay, now I've got sweet potatoes. I'm going to mash them up. Yeah, you know, just having baked sweet potatoes, you know, when you cook, you know, several, 3 or 4, or, you know, depending on how many people are in your family, you can bake those ahead of time and pull them out, you know, when you need a little something. Just like, you know, having boiled eggs, already hard boiled and ready to eat. They're convenient. You know, if you want to make a salad or have them for breakfast. And boiled eggs, if you don't like cold boiled eggs, then you can take them out of the refrigerator, put them in a cup of hot water, or even microwave it for like 30 seconds and drop your egg down in there, and you know, leave your egg there for I don't know, a minute or so, and it'll warm up your egg a little bit. It's not going to be hot like it just came off the stove, but it'll knock the chill off. Okay, I could probably eat all those sweet potatoes, but I'm not. I'll just put some in a dish here. I could have that tomorrow. So I can have sweet potatoes for supper, squash, and have some of that air fryer chicken. That'd be a nice dinner. Well, it looks pretty good. I'll take it out and see how it does. Okay, let me see if it's ready. Well, naturally that wing is going to be ready. Let's see. Doesn't look pink. Yep, it's done. It's not pink. So that was 350 degrees on air fry for 45 minutes. Looks nice. I'll just let it sit there and cool off a little bit so I can even touch it to eat it. Okay, checking on my squash. I'm gonna let it, it's tender. I can kind of cut it with this serving utensil. I'm just gonna let the water cook out of it a little bit. And I did add a little salt to it after I had brought it to the stove. Y'all didn't see me do that, but so it's got salt, pepper, butter, onion, and yellow squash. And look at that. I've only got 4 peaches left. They're really good. They're so juicy. I may see how much is left in my grocery budget and go back and get me another little basket of peaches. Okay, I'm gonna let that water kind of cook out of there. Okay, turn that off. Most of the water is out of there. I'm warming up my sweet potatoes. Okay. Okay, I'm going to cut up this tomato that I got at the, what you call it, the orchard. Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of tomato this is. I don't know if it's heirloom or, if it has some other name to it, but it really looked pretty. Yeah, I'm just hoping this meal goes down good, because chicken and tomatoes, my body says no. And my mind and my heart says, oh yeah, get some of it. Okay, let me take this leg off of here. Well, most of it got left behind. Well, it's still hot. I cut off some of that breast with the wing on there. It's hot. It is so hot. Ow. Okay. Well, I think that probably could have, yeah, I see a little pink right there. Probably could have let it cook a little longer. Oh well, let's see. I got that piece of meat off of there. I'll just put it back in the air fryer and let it cook a little more. I got off the part that was done, so I think I'll be all right. Okay, I will let it cook for about 20 more minutes. Okay, well, I know what my sweet potatoes taste like. I put a little butter on them. Need to put some cinnamon on them too, and taste the squash. Yeah, that's good. Try and bite the chicken. I taste all that sage I put on there. I like sage, so. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Excuse me, little girl. So, I have air fried chicken, yellow squash with onions, a sweet potato. I'm going to put some cinnamon on there, and my tomato. I'm not sure what kind it is. It had kind of a purplish green skin on it. Let's see. That's good. Very nice dinner. So, I guess that's all. It's a long video. I'm going to see if I can't try to cut some of it down. We all have a good evening, a good day, good afternoon. And remember to be kind to someone. Someone needs your kindness. Bye.